Welcome to Kanara Engineering College's Technical English class. Today let's deal with the topic communication in professional practice. Technical communication uses appropriate language or images etc. to convey technical information. What is technical writing? Technical communication conveys scientific and other technical matters by appropriate diagram, vocabulary, etc. Technical communication is clear, able to use jargons, technical words, invokes logical thinking and reasoning. Technical communication is significant because it facilitates clear communication among professionals, followed by experts to convey scientific and technical information using technical vocabulary. The primary target is experts. It employs a direct approach to explain facts. It enhances logical reasoning. It is objective in nature, crisp and formal in style. Elements of style in technical writing. Clear flow of logical information is essential in technical communication. The document should be complete and coherent. All the sentences and ideas of the document should lead to the next. A paragraph should have a proper starting and a suitable ending. Style in presentation. The presentation and tone of technical communication should focus on the end results and logic. The tone should be neutral and factual. The content should be precise without losing the importance. There should not be ambiguity, multiplicity in meaning, in sentences. The reader should understand what the writer has actually meant. Figures and tables must be clearly captioned to help the reader. Vague statements should be avoided. Style in language. Technical writing should be formal and objective. Pronouns like you, I, and we should be avoided. Active voice should be used the maximum. When using the acronyms, expanded version should be used at the first time of use. Spelling and grammar should be checked and edited. Letter writing. Elements of a letter are 1. Heading of the letter containing the writer's address and date. 2. Salutation or greeting. 3. The message or body. 4. Subscription or closing. 5. Signature. 6. Address of the recipient. In certain cases, subject and reference are also needed. According to the contexts, letters can be divided into informal letters, formal letters, business letters and demi-official letters. Informal letters are written to family members and friends. This letter is not rigid in style. The elements of a personal letter are given below: heading, address and place on the top right corner followed by date in the next line. Salutation, usually dear is used. Body or text of the letter, this is the matter we want to convey. Subscription or closing, placed on the bottom right corner, just above the signature line. With love, yours lovingly, etc. can be used. Formal letter is used to correspond with people or organizations that are unknown to us and hold official positions. It is used to make queries, requests and complaints. The different elements of formal letter are heading, address and place on the top right corner followed by date in the next line. Salutation, usually dear is used with the surname and title like Mr., Ms., Dr. etc. Body or text of the letter, this is the matter we want to convey. Use clear, concise and formal language. Subscription or closing, placed on the bottom right corner, just above the signature line. Yours faithfully, yours sincerely, etc. can be used. Business letter. A business letter is a formal letter which deals with business matters. It may be sent within or without an organization. It is primarily informational and doesn't contain any personal comment. A business letter will have subject and reference lines. Different types of business letter are sales letters, order letters, resignation letters, business inquiry letters, etc. Demi-official letter. Letter is used for correspondence within an organization. It majorly used by the employees of same rank to remind of or inquire about some information which is already passed. Demi-official letters are usually personal and friendly in tone, short, not quoted in official communications, not considered as official communication regarding anything. Job application. A job application is one of the first steps to apply for a job. It is the first contact by a career seeker with an employer. The components of job application are a covering letter, CV or resume, copies of certificates and mark lists, reference letters, etc. 1. Covering letter. A covering letter is the letter we send along with resume CV to show why we apply for the position. It explains our skills and experience in brief, which help the employer to get an overview about us. It is formal in nature. There are 3 types of covering letters. 1. Application letter. It is the letter we write in response to a job advertisement. 2. Prospecting letter. It is the letter we write to inquire about the possibility of getting a position in a firm. 3. Networking letter. It is used to get assistance or help to find out a job. Biodata, resume and curriculum vitae, CV. 1. Biodata. A biodata lists all the details about a person such as age, marital status, nationality, religion and caste, etc. There will not be specific data about skills and achievements of a career seeker. 2. Resume. Resume is a French word which summarizes a person's career including experience, educational qualifications, achievements, etc. Only the important skill set suitable for the particular position is included in resume. A resume is 2 to 4 pages length. A resume will have the following components. 1. A brief profile of the candidate with name, date of birth, address, etc. 2. Experience in reverse chronological order with positions handled and achievements. 3. Educational qualifications in reverse chronological order. 4. Other details including membership details in volunteer or professional organizations, etc. 3. CV or curriculum vitae. A CV is the detailed history of a candidate's career and education. CV lists every skill, experience, qualification, projects and publications the candidate has had. It helps the recruiter to get the complete idea about a career seeker. Tips to create a good CV or resume. 1. Use good font and legible font size, example Times New Roman, font size 12. 2. Choose the most suitable template. 3. Don't use too many colors, bold and italic letters. 4. Have a consistent system of headings and subheadings. 5. The updated contact information of the job seeker should be given clearly. 6. Avoid spelling and grammatical mistakes. 7. Be truthful always. Nonverbal communication and body language. Exchange of information among humans can be had even without using words. Various other forms are used for communication exchange, and they fall under nonverbal communication. Forms of nonverbal communication. Some of the nonverbal communications are deliberate, natural, idiosyncratic, and some are related to the culture a person belongs to. 1. Forms of nonverbal communication using body language. It discusses sending messages by body or face during communication. These types of movements may be intentional or unintentional. Body language has the following forms. A. How people use space while communicating. If persons who communicate stand or sit closer means they have good relation. B. The sitting or standing posture of the communicators. If in good posture, means interested, else the opposite. C. Body movements, facial expressions, etc. show whether the person has interest or not. 2. Nonverbal communication using paralanguage. Paralinguistic features involve the aspects of oral communication other than language and words used by the speaker. It includes speed of speaking, volume of the speaker, pause and silence, etc. The speed of speaking and volume of the speaker should be optimum. Pause and silence should be given as and when they are required. Nonverbal communication through object language, material possessions, physical appearance, the brand a person uses, etc. tells about him. The clothes and the way people wear, cars, and gadgets people use are also telling about the personality of a person. Other modes of nonverbal communication, emoticons we use in messages, emails, etc. tell about the emotions and mindsets of people. Similarly, arriving late to a function and an important meeting, ignoring the presence of someone, remembering an important person of our choice, etc. are coming under this. Kinesics. Kinesics is the study of how body movements, actions, and expressions play as a form of nonverbal communication. There are 5 types of kinesics as given below. 1. Emblems. They are gestures used in place of words. For example, the gesture to stop the vehicle or ask for a lift. 2. Illustrations. They are the gestures to illustrate or reinforce what has already been discussed or said. 3. Affective displays. They are body or facial movements to display emotions or affective state. Example is showing our anger or happiness in different ways. 4. Regulators. They are non-verbal signs used to regulate the flow of speech. Example can be raising the finger to intervene a speech. 5. Adapters. They are the forms of non-verbal communication which happens unknowingly by the listener. Biting the nails, changing the postures due to lack of interest, etc. are examples. Proxemics. It is the study of how people use space while communicating. How close or distant people stand, whether people touch or not, how the space between the persons is utilized, etc. come under this. The space we need as a person is called personal space. The magnitude of this space depends on factors like culture and tradition, social norms, situations, personality traits, etc. The acceptable distances are: intimate space, from touch to approximately 18 inches. Personal space, 18 inches to 4 feet, for close friends and relative. Social space, 4 foot to 12 feet, for acquaintance, social gathering. Public space, 12 foot or more, for addressing audience. Chronemics. It is the study of the role of time in communication. The manners how we utilize time while communicating gives ideas about the speaker and are included in non-verbal communication. The utilization of time while communicating is different from each country. Certain people are rigid and stick on to time, while others keep a fluid approach. Interview skills. The broad meaning of interview is a formal consultation or a meeting to obtain information. We can also assume that interview means a discussion between a recruiter and an applicant to understand whether or not the latter can be given a job. There are different types of interviews as follow. 1. Preliminary interview. It is the starting stage of a more detailed interview in which initial screening will be done. It helps to save time by eliminating the unsuitable candidates. 2. Standardized interview. In this stage, pattern of questions will be decided before the proceedings. Time will be allowed to prepare. 3. Depth interview. This is semi-structured type by which an interviewee will be examined in depth. Background, knowledge, personality traits, etc. will be understood in this type of interview. 4. Stress interview. This is used to understand how the interviewee reacts to the pressure situations. The interviewer checks whether the interviewee gets nervous, irritated or angry when provoked. 5. Technical interview. This type of interview is used to assess the knowledge, technical competence and proficiency. Behavioral aspects and communication skills are secondary here. 6. Personal or HR interview. In this interview, the behavioral aspects and attitude of the candidate is checked. The EGH of the candidate will be checked more than his knowledge.